Look, I did have a nice intro, but I managed to delete it when I was trying to clear enough storage to film this video. I don't want to hear it. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to be talking you guys through my summer 2022, which I personally think is the best summer we've ever had. And yeah, let me know whether you can see the improvements. I think you will be able. I can. It's fine. I know there are some. So we started the summer as we meant to go on with our jump lessons. We had tons this summer and had such an improvement, but here is the starting point.
Sit up! Oh, yeah!
Here's us hiring my instructor's arena. We did a bit of pole work. I really have been focusing on the fitness work this summer, and I hope you guys can see it pay off as the time goes on in this video. Then came time for our first ever dressage show. I honestly had no idea what to expect. We'd never done anything like this, but Clancy exceeded all expectations and we came away with some brilliant marks and even came second in our intro. I honestly will forever be proud of him for this day. Then on to some jumping. I'd had to step him down to 50 and 60 for this show because we were having some real issues out jumping and I just couldn't get my confidence up at all. But we came home with 2 clear rounds and I was absolutely chuffed to bits and thought that maybe we would be able to do a bit of jumping long term. Then our first ever one-day event, an incredible dressage test for 30.2, clear show jumping and just 2 stops and a few time faults out cross country. I was so proud. He is a superstar. I also started working with Charles Owen, which is, wow, just a dream come true. And honestly, thank you all so much for all of your support because you guys are the reason this has happened. But yeah, that was such a huge thing for me this summer. Still can't believe it. Unfortunately, our eventing career was cut short because the ground just got so hard and we went into a heat wave. But we carried on with our lessons and started to progress massively. At this point, my friend went away on holiday and I was allowed to ride her horse while she was away. It was such a great experience and showed me that I can actually ride, which I really needed, and we had so much fun. Then in my final lesson before I went on holiday, we jumped about 1 metre to 1.5 metre, and it was honestly such a turning point for me and I was so motivated. And I started working with nailers, more to follow on that soon actually, but very exciting. We also got up to some of our classic Izzy and Clancy fun, just some random things such as mounted games and also a bit of bridleless, although I'm really out of practice and this jumping session was just chaotic. I had no control. And then the beach, oh my gosh, this is also one of my favourite moments with him ever. This and the one-day event are literally seared in my memory. Favourite things. Swimming with him was so special, honestly. I just wish I could relive this day 100 times. It was just incredible. Then I randomly decided I wanted to enter an 80, so we really had to step it up on our lessons because I was feeling a bit scared despite having done this completely to myself. But anyway, here are my last minute preps, my last 2 lessons before, and they were very up and down. These clips are the nice ones. If you go to the lesson vlogs, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I don't think I was feeling 100% confident going into it. And then we went back to dressage. Honestly, this was such a bad experience. Something happened at the show and I just ended up so stressed. I was crying. It was bad. This is the worst riding I've ever produced at a show and probably the worst test that me and Clancy have ever ridden. And then it was our first 80. Honestly, this went so well. We had 2 stops on a pole, which I think is incredible for our first time at this height. And honestly, I could have cried with how proud I was of him. He was just so brilliant. What a day. Highlight of the summer. I'm now going back to uni at the end of the week, but the last bits of summer have just been spent having fun with Clancy and also finding my passion for hacking again. I was finding hacking really boring and now we've recently been on a 10-mile hack and we're really starting to get in those long hacks for his fitness. Okay, so that is the end of the fun part of this video. Now you have to listen to me actually talk to camera and also witness whatever is going on with my appearance. Let's just not talk about it. Honestly, looking back on those videos, I think this has been the best summer of my life. I passed my driving test. which has honestly unlocked so many opportunities for me and for Clancy as well, even if he might not appreciate that as much as I do. But I'm now riding him 5 days a week, which has just done so much for his fitness, our relationship, less for my bank account. Yeah, it's not been helping the bank account as much. It's just been such an incredible summer of achievements. I mean, completing my first one-day event, what is that about? I was so gutted when the ground just hardened up because we haven't had the opportunity to get back out there. I'm quite limited because I work on a Saturday, so it has to be on a Sunday, and it had to be a certain height, and I just didn't end up finding one. But that's okay. I've achieved other things. My first 80. I haven't even done an 80 on another horse before, so that is like mad. I mean, I started this summer off having to step down to 50 to 60, and to end it having jumped an 80, just unreal. But I feel like that really shows like how much time and effort I've invested into him this summer, and I want to keep it going. I can't even articulate it, but it has just changed us so much as a partnership. Clancy has lost so much weight, which is incredible. He's really fit now. Well, not really fit. He's not going to jump around badminton, but he is pretty fit. He does still have quite a lot of weight to lose, but when I look at photos of him when I came back from uni, or when I got him, or even like a few months ago, probably not a few months ago actually, that was when we were eventing, start of summer or a little bit before then, it's just such a change in him. And it's such a huge change in me as well. I have so much more motivation. This time last year I didn't even want to get out of bed, to be honest, and now I'm out and about, putting myself out there, jumping, you know, fences that I never thought I'd be jumping, doing things I never thought I'd be doing. I would have been too embarrassed to go to dressage, because we could barely even, you know, canter. And now I want to go to dressage. I'm excited about it. I know that we can produce decent tests, and I know we can get the scores, but also I just have the confidence in us, both of us. It's just so lovely. Like, he's happy, I'm happy, and it's such a change from this time last year where we were still struggling, or maybe a year and a half ago, really, but where he would buck his way around the arena. I would just be crying half the time because I was so devastated that there was something wrong with him. And now look at us. And so many people told me that this would never happen. And it has. And yeah, I'm really chuffed. I am happy. It does feel weird saying that though. It's been a long time coming. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you all for all of your support. I couldn't do any of this like vlogging stuff without you. And a lot of the opportunities I've had have been through this account, through my social media. I have a really exciting opportunity coming up very soon, which I am pinching myself about, and I will be taking you guys along with me for. But yeah, I just thank you. Thank you for supporting me, and for those of you who have believed in us from the start, because there have been a few who haven't, but yeah, I'm really grateful. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time.